Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to this new tutorial series. So we're gonna be recreating this human male head from scratch. So the goal over here is to teach you and to make you familiar with character anatomy. So as you can see, let me show you the reference that we're gonna be using. We're gonna be using this reference over here. So I choose this reference, as you can see, it's wireframe reference. So I choose it to teach you the loops, the face loops that make a good face. So we're gonna learn the right construction for a face. You can see over here we have loops for our mouth, and also we have loops for our eyes. So the importance of having the loops is when you animate your character, you won't end up with those weird shapes. So the rigging and the animation is gonna be fine when you apply these loops. So as I told you, we have loops for the eyes, we have loops for the mouth, and also we have loops for the face. So this is a good introduction for those who struggle with character anatomy. So in the end we will be able to achieve something like this, which is good for absolute beginners. So after that you can take it from here and create the character that you want. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing to do, I'm gonna go to the front view. So you can see it over here. Here we have the front, type 1 on the keyboard, and 3 for the right view. So I'm gonna go to the front view and I'm gonna simply drag this reference. I'm gonna drag it over here, and I prefer to align it to the center of mass, to the center of our grid, like this. So let's set it like this. Okay, so now this is our front. We're gonna be using this one. This is our front view. So now what I would like to do is to duplicate this object. I'm gonna duplicate it, Shift D, right click, and let's spin it by -90°. Or yes, -90°, like this. We can also type it over here, -90°. There we go. Okay, so as you can see here we have the right view, and here we have the front, side and front. So okay, so now what I would like to do, we can also bring these like this so that we can make room for our objects over here. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by a plane. So Shift A. You can see the shortcuts over here. So Shift A, mesh plane, like this, and I'm gonna spin it on the x-axis by 90° and scale it down like this. So now I'm gonna switch to the front view and start building that face. But first what I would like to do is to split my scene. So here you can see this for the animation. I would like to remove it. So from this I'm gonna right click and join area, like this, so that you can have too much room over here. And I'm gonna split my scene. You can see this plus sign, just click on it and drag. So this one is gonna be for the front. Alright, gonna move it over here, and this one I'm gonna dedicate it for the right view. This one over here, front and right. Okay, but also we need to take this one and let's bring it back. So let's see right now. There we go. No, not yet. Yes, I think we're good. So we can make it like a box, extrude it like this so that we can check. There we go. So now I think we're on the right track. Also what I would like to do is to split this cube. We can split it, Control R, like this, and let me move these to the middle. We can also switch to wireframe mode, so hit Z on the keyboard so that we can go to the wireframe mode, and let's align this one right in the middle. Okay, now I need to delete these faces, so we don't need these. You can use Alt Select to select all that line of faces, and we can delete them. Okay, but honestly I don't think that we're gonna be, yes, I'm gonna just start with just by one face. So I'm gonna delete the other faces, so Control E so that I can reverse the selection, and X delete faces. So I'm gonna start just by this one. You can move it forward like this. I'm gonna start by creating this first loop. So let's scale it down, scale on the Z-axis, and let's create this loop. You can see it over here. We're gonna just follow this blueprints. So this is the advantage of using the blueprints, the wireframe blueprints. So it's gonna guide us, and this is a good start for absolute beginners, because all you have to do is to follow these wireframes. Okay, so, and also I forgot to tell you this, we also need to keep an eye on this view. So you can see that over here it's flat, which is not good. So let's fix it right now. So this one we need to spin it just a little bit like this. We can go to the wireframe mode. Second one over here, we need also to spin it just a bit. Third one, we need to move it way back over here. Let's spin it. This one, I think, not this one, but this one has to be over here. Okay, same thing for this. Let's bring it back, maybe spin it just a bit. Can also select it from here, and let's bring this one way back. Let's try to spin it. Let's see, I'm gonna go to the X side. I'm gonna go to the outside and check this point. You can see that I need to move it outside like this, so that we can make it visible over here. Okay, there we go. Not over there, but on the side. There we go. Okay, so let's continue. I'm gonna select this and make that turn like this. Can scale it up, G to move, extrude like this, select just one vertex, put it over here, and let's fix these vertex. I think that, yes, I think we need to follow the first, this one. Yes, we're on the right track. So let's check this one, put it over here. Same thing for this. There we go. And I'm gonna extrude one more time. Extrude like this, bring it down, spin it, rotate it, press R, and let's move it like this. Spin it like this, and let's add the final one and move it over there. There we go. Also, what I would like to show you is we can use the mirror modifier so that we can model just one side. Let's add it right now. So this is our model right away. So I'm gonna go to this icon and I'm gonna add the mirror modifier. So add modifiers and choose this mirror modifier. You can see it right now. But as you can see, we have a gap, and this gap is caused because the center of mass is not in the middle. We need to change it here. It's already at this position. So as you can see, the distance between this point and this point is the same between these. So what I would like to do is simply select these and Shift S, cursor to selected. So now we change that cursor to right there. So now we need to tell Blender to change this center of mass from this position to the cursor position. So the way to do it is simple. Go to Objects, Set Origin, and Origin to 3D Cursor. And bingo, you can see that now we have zero gap. For this small gap, we can simply go to the Edit mode, select these. I just turned this clipping. Let me show you that. So without clipping, we can go beyond that line. Can go beyond that. And when we turn clipping, we avoid that. There is no clipping. As you can see, there is no clipping. It stops at this position, which is good. Okay. So now I'm gonna select again these three vertex, all vertex. Let me fix this. I'm gonna select these and I'm gonna extrude them. I'm gonna extrude them to create our second layer. This one. So let's move it, scale it on the Z-axis. There we go. Also, let's work on it from this side. Okay. For these, they need to be brought over here. There we go. So this is our second layer. So now let's create our third layer, this one. So extrude one more time, scale down, scale on the Z-axis, and let's fix this over here. So G to move, spin it like this. This one, let's move it down. For these two, let's bring them inside. And I think now we're doing good so far. Let's move this one over here. Over here I'm gonna switch to the wireframe mode and let's fix those positions. And after that I'm gonna exit this wireframe mode so that we can check our progress. Okay, so let's go out. Yes, we're doing good so far. So this is the mount. We're gonna be adding more details to it. Don't fret. We're gonna be adding some details like the subdivision modifier, and also some we're gonna harden these edges and so on. Okay, so this is just the starting point for our character. So okay, so now what I would like to do is to complete and build the chin. You can see all we have to do is to follow these blueprints, these wireframes. So first thing what I would like to do is to select just the top edges or the top points and extrude them up so that we can make this part over here on the face. So extrude and pull up. For this one, let's switch to the wireframe, bring these down like this, and there we go. Same thing over here. Okay, so we can reach that part. Now I would like to select the rest of these. I'm gonna deselect this one. So now I'm gonna create these 3 or 4 layers. So extrude on the Y, scale up, and let's align these. So one over here, one over here, just like this. I think we jumped over one, so this one we miss it. So let's go back. There we go. This one and this. Okay, for these two all we have to do is just drag them down. Over here let's fix this on this view, just like this. Yes, we're doing good. So let's again select just this layer and extrude it, extrude, scale up, and align these points. Select these. There we go. Okay, so let's move on to the next layer. Can do this. Bring these points back. As you can see here, all we have to do is to affect these points on the x-axis. We don't need to change it on the y, neither the z-axis. This one is for the y-axis and this one is for the x-axis. Okay, let's bring this one down. There we go. This one just a bit. Okay. So let's add. So from this position, we're gonna split. We're gonna another one. It's gonna go this way, and another one goes this way. So let's add our final layer. Not F, Control Z, so that we can revert back. And let's align these points. Gonna select these both and bring them down. Alright, so let's fix it from this view. Just like this. Okay. So I think, let's see. Yes, as you can see, we're doing good. We can also add that subdivision modifier. Let me show you that for just a moment. Can add this one and smooth this shading. So I'm gonna go to Object and Shade Smooth, so that we can have a smooth surface. Okay, so as you can see, we're doing good so far. So let's continue. So let me go to the side over here, and I would like to select these, just these 3 points, just these initial 3 points, and I'm gonna extrude them like this. Select this one, move it over here, and this one. So let's adjust it from this view. So the goal over here is just to make you familiar with the process of creating these loops, because it works the same thing. So if you have some reference, this is the way to do it. If you have some realistic reference of a human, this is the way to create these loops. So you go this way. Okay, so we have this. So let's extrude this one more time. Fix these 2. Spin it maybe just a bit. let's mix those adjustments. So this one has to be over here and this one like this. Okay, and finally this one. Okay, so now let's add this new layer. You can see over here this line over here, so this we can intersect with the ears, with the eyes loops. So the way to do it, I'm gonna simply extrude just one line, extrude this one and go all the way to the end. I'm gonna be making those adjustments in just a moment. Okay, so this one has to be over here, this one right here. Okay, and finally this one. Okay, so now it's pretty simple. All we have to do is to select two edges, make sure that you are on the edge mode, and hit F to fill those gaps. F, select F, and there we go. So now I think we created our first part of our chin. So let's go ahead and create the bottom part. So here, as you can see, we have, I'm gonna simply select just these bottom points, vertex, including this one, and I'm gonna extrude it to this location. I'm gonna select these three and bring them like this. Also, let's check our progress from this location. This one has to be over here. This one, let's make it up. There we go. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is to fill these two faces and we're gonna wrap up this tutorial. So basically we created the chin of our face. Okay, so let's add those extra details. So here I'm gonna extrude, bring this one down, move it to the left, extrude over here, bring it to the left, and we can select these 2 points and hit F to fill. Again, select all these 4 points, hit F, these 4 points and hit F. Okay, so now I'm gonna exit this mode and check our progress. Yes, can also activate that. Yes, I like the chin. I like our progress so far. Okay, so this is it for this tutorial. So in the next lecture we're gonna create these loops for the eyes and we're gonna add the nose and we're gonna finish our model. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching. I'm gonna see you in the next lecture. Take care.